All right, guys, let's play a game. We're gonna play 2 truths and a lie. Ready? Ready? The first one. One time I went skydiving and they let me fly the plane, and while I was flying, we did a nosedive and my mom hit her head on the ceiling of the plane. 2. One time when I was in Times Square several years ago, I saw Michael Bublé and I met him and I wept the whole time, and then I had him follow me on Instagram. 3. One time when I was flying, again a flying incident, I had a strawberry banana smoothie before I got on the plane, and that was very unwell with me on the plane. I threw up in said smoothie cup, and then I passed it to my neighbor and had him throw it away for me. Which one do you think is the lie? Okay, I really wish it wasn't the lie, but it's the Michael Bublé one. I love that man so much, but that has never happened. I really wish it has, though. Michael Bublé, if you happen to be watching this, I love you so much. Please follow me on Instagram at Lindsay_Hodge. Oh, now I'm like giddy. What if he saw it? Oh, I touched the mic. Oh, this is getting dangerous. Am I red? I love that man so much. His voice. Woo, okay. Anyways, we are talking about the 8th commandment, which is you shall not give false testimony against your neighbor. What does that mean? False testimony. Basically, that's just a really fancy way of saying lying, right? Right. And maybe even a better way of describing this commandment would actually be to just tell the truth, because truth and honesty is really, really important to God. Let's get into why. We need to be truthful for 2 reasons. 1, so that we don't hurt ourselves and other people, and 2, so that people can believe us. This is because, as followers of Jesus, we are called to share the good news. So if we're going around and gossiping, spreading rumors, lying, then why would anyone believe us when we say the things that actually matter, the things that are really important, that God loves you, that God loves me, that God made everything, that this world is beautiful? Why would anyone believe that God is real, right, coming from someone who lies? It's kind of like the story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, right? There's this boy, and I didn't do any research on this story, so I hope this is actually how the story goes. This is how I remember it as a kid. There's this boy, and he has some sheep, right? And he's like taking care of his sheep, and he's like, I have an idea. This is how he talks in my head. And he goes, I'm going to yell that there's a wolf. So he goes, help, help, there's a wolf. He's going to get my sheep. And the townspeople are like, we must protect the town's sheep. And so they run, and they come to the boy and the sheep, and there's no wolf. What's up with that? And the boy was like, just kidding. There's actually not a wolf. Sorry. And they're like, that was dumb. We got to go. So they left, right? And then later on, the boy goes, help, help, there's a wolf. He's going to hurt my sheep. And they come again. They're like, okay, this time for real. We're going to get it. And still no sheep, right? He lied 2 times in a row. And then later on in the story, there's actually a wolf. There's actually a wolf near the sheep, and the boy's like, oh crap, I really need to yell this time. And so he yells again one more time, help, help, there's a wolf, and he's gonna get my sheep. And you know who comes? Nobody. Nobody comes because they think the boy is lying. They don't think there's actually a wolf to hurt the sheep. So it's not that they wanted the sheep to get hurt or the boy to get hurt. It's that he wasn't truthful before, so why would he be truthful now? That was their idea. And it kind of makes sense, right? If someone's always lying, how do you know when they're ever telling the truth? So this is kind of the idea of how we should be talking to other people, so that people will believe us when we talk. When you are truthful and you do what you say and you say what you do, you have integrity. We need to be that as followers of Jesus. We need to have integrity so that when we get to share the good news with other people, people will believe us because God is truth. And now, in a really nerdy way, I'm going to explain how God is truth with math. Please don't hate me. This, and I'm way too excited about this, is the transitive property of equality in math, and I'm so excited. And the idea is, if A equals B and B equals C, then A has to equal C. Let's plug some numbers into it, just real quick. And C equals 5 plus 5, then go here and do 10 equals 2 times 5, and 2 times 5 equals 5 plus 5, then 10 has to equal 5 plus 5. Cool. So, let's say A is equal to 10, let's say B is equal to 2 times 5, and C is equal to 5 plus 5. Again, please don't hate me. So, let's plug it in with this equation, right? 10 is equal to 2 times 5. Yes, we know this. Down here, 2 times 5 is equal to 5 plus 5. Yes, we know this. Therefore, 10 has to be equal to 5 plus 5. And is it true? What's 5 plus 5, everybody? 10. Very good job. Okay, so let's plug now truths about God into this to prove to you literally with math that God is truth. Back to the whiteboard. Okay, now we need a little like erase. I only come prepared to some extent.
Here's a napkin from Penn Station.
Oh, this is helpful. Sponsored, not sponsored. Penn Station also, if you see this video, free sandwiches for a year maybe? That'd be pretty sweet.
Even one sandwich would be cool.
Honestly, you're right. That was a little bold of me. I would just like 1 free sandwich or 2 free sandwiches so that Corey and I could split them. So, yeah. Equals truth. Therefore, all right. So, if all of that was true, this is how it would apply to God. So if God equals perfection, which we know this to be true, God is perfect, Jesus is perfect, and perfection equals the truth, right? If lying is a sin, then lying is a deviation from the truth, so it's not perfection. Then it must be true that God equals the truth, right? God literally cannot lie because he is perfect. Just proved it to you with math. Yeah, you're welcome. It was really nerdy. So, now that I just used really nerdy math to prove to you that God is truth, that's how we know that this is important to God. Not only is God truth, but God cares about how we speak to each other, how we treat each other, how we think about ourselves. And so lying is not cool with God. God doesn't want us to hurt the creation that he loves and cherishes. So this commandment is about how we speak to each other. Our words are big and they have a big impact. Actually, in some of the other commandments that we talked about, this is one of the central truths, that our words and our actions matter to other people. And same thing for this one. Our words have a big impact on others. And so we need to be, as believers, people that tell the truth and love other people. We need to, if God is love and God is truth, be acting as God with loving and truthful actions. And let me tell you, everyone's voice matters. Everyone was created to have a kingdom impact, and that means you. So, what can you do today to spread the truth and the love of Jesus?